Full-time at the end of June.
Oh,
and
okay.
then I'll remain part-time for another year. So
Oh, good.
I'm
Well,
around.
you're going to be
I'll be
around.
around.
Yeah. Good.
You
We're
won't
not
get
gonna
away
get
that
ready.
easy. Right.
Yeah, I'm not getting away that easy. No.
No. Good. Well, we need you, Scott.
Thanks.
Okay, well, let's call the meeting to order. And on the first part of the agenda is to approve the minutes from the October meeting. And I assume you all have had a chance to look them over. These minutes were done by Cheryl, and this was her first time at it, and she did an excellent job of summarizing everything. So thank you, Cheryl. And so we have a motion to approve the minutes of October 26th. Somebody want to make a motion? Don't be shy. I'll make a motion that we approve the
Yeah,
minutes.
I'll make a motion.
And is there a second, please?
I can second, I think.
Oh,
I need
okay,
to abstain from voting because I wasn't there, but I think I can move the motion forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Great, thank you. Okay, Cheryl, so we've approved the minutes.
So was that Alex or Bill making the motion and Alicia seconding? I heard
Correct.
both of you. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
So,
Bill? Yeah.
yeah, I made the motion and then
Okay.
Alicia seconded it. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. The second item on the agenda is the election of officers. And I sent out an email saying that Alex and Cheryl have graciously volunteered to be chair and co-chair. So thank you. And I thought that since I've been on the board, or I've been on the advisory committee since, I think it was in the middle of October.
The beginning.
Yeah, since, I think it was 2015, right, Scott? Or
Yeah,
somewhere
just
around there,
about.
Alicia? Yeah. So I thought that it might be time, to step down and get some new blood. And I think you two are excited about the positions, and you have some real good ideas. So I would make the motion that we elect Alex for chair and Cheryl for co-chair, and she would also act as secretary. And if there's nobody else who would like to run, I make a motion that we accept those nominations. So do I have a motion?
If you made the motion, I'll second it.
Okay, I make a motion that we accept the election of Alex and Cheryl, and Alicia will second.
Okay, got
And
it.
congratulations.
Oh, well, very
Again, I really
excited.
appreciate you stepping forward and
Yeah,
and
well,
carrying us into the next era, as we say. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you all. And we have a lot of heart for the Salt Meadow. I stare at it literally every day because I live right across from it, as you may know.
Yes,
So thrilled that Cheryl and I will co-chair.
okay,
Yeah,
good.
thank you.
Well, thank you again. All right, Scott, you're on. So I guess if you could give us an update on the maintenance and management.
I got nothing. Hey, we're still doing what we do. As far as the maintenance and management, I do have to contact Tom Stevens, I believe. We have to redefine the eastern border of the property, which abuts Young's Village, all the cabins. We really need to delineate that line, so we know where our line is, because we're getting tree requests that, yeah, this tree is on town property, it's gonna fall on our cabin, and we don't have any delineation. I know we had put in, I think we had put in stakes, but they're long gone.
Yeah.
So we have to get back to where we thought we would have to do, is like putting up like cedar posts or something that are more definitive, so we can define that line. So we know where town responsibility ends, or begins, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But we have to do that.
Is there money
'cause
for that?
Excuse me?
Is there money for that?
Yeah, it will be, if we put in cedar posts, we got plenty. We have plenty with between Rockland and Bauer, and Surf Club, we have plenty of cedars that we can use. So,
Good. When do you
yeah, I
think-
just have to get I had dropped off the maps to Tom Stevens, and to delineate where that corner mark is, right where the state property boundary is, where the cottages are, and I haven't heard back. We've since clear cut the auxiliary parking lot, but I want to make sure that we're doing the right thing, and we'll put in markers for the future, so we know exactly where the property is. So I just got to do that.
Good. Anything else in the maintenance and management, or?
No, we're dealing with all habitat, as we annually do. And, they'll do their thing, to help the invasives and what have you for the park. So I think we're good. Everything seems to be on the up and up as far as, conservation area versus the active area. So I think we're good.
Good. You want to move along to the pavilion?
Yeah, I had written up the proposal to go out to bid, and I want to make sure that it went out. I did send it down to the selectman's office, but I don't know if it was posted. So I may have to alter the dates, but it will be going out. It's all done, ready to go out to bid for early spring. Hopefully for construction if we have the funds. So if we don't have the funds, I'm gonna have to go back to the town saying, this is what the project costs. It was an old number, and we're gonna have to see what we can do.
I thought that was in the budget, Scott, no? I mean,
Well, it is, but the budget, overall budget is, I had the project cost for the building,
Yeah,
and then I doubled that for the construction cost, and it depends upon where that falls
yeah,
with the septic system, and then slab, and then the construction. Make sure we have enough.
okay,
That's all. So I think there may be a shortfall,
yeah.
but I don't think it's insurmountable where
Okay.
we can't get it done, and we need it done, and the town wants it done. So I think
So do you
we'll
the
be all right if
selectmen
I pull.
are in the? So do you think the selectmen are still in favor? I mean, are they?
Yeah, they want the project done, but
Okay.
you know, it's a matter of where the bids fall
Yeah.
and where we land.
Okay,
Because obviously with COVID, the COVID with lumber and everything's gone up. So prices have increased as far as the kit, which is what we're getting. It's basically the pavilion comes in on a truck and then
Yeah.
we're paying for slab, foundation, water, electricity, and the erection of the pavilion. So, and that's why we wanted to go out to bid to get our contractors to see what they could do. And we'll go from there.
okay. Or maybe by next month, it will have gone out to bid, hopefully, huh?
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
I wanted everything back by the 4th. I sent it down to Lauren, but I think wires got crossed and I don't believe it got posted onto the website.
Okay,
So I gotta
check,
back and then get it out.
okay. Good, thanks, Scott.
Yep.
Any update on the kayak launch? Or about the same?
All the parking lot is all set. I do still have concerns with the old bridge abutment that I have to work with the Public Works department or someone as cables have broken and everything else. And if people go up there, there are concerns. I have concerns with people going up there. I know we have a lot of fishermen and everything else, and in my opinion, it's not good. It,
Is
you know, we have
that
poles.
a responsibility of the state?
No, it's not. It's town.
Okay,
So I mean, we have to cut off all the rebar that is exposed from the timbers, but we have guardrail that is falling away on the two sides. So if people drive up and they go off either side, it's a problem. So I gotta get that under control, whether I go timber, post and rail to get it done and cut off the spikes, but I'm gonna end up having to put a fence up after those mafia blocks, because that's where people walk around and then go fishing. So I have to have a barrier to protect them from falling over off the end of the bridge abutment. Which, I mean, it's not insurmountable, but fishermen don't like obstacles.
Yeah.
But we'll have to get it done. So
okay. Now, I know on the overlooks, you were going to get Harkin Engineering to look at the design. Have we?
yep,
Is
he's
this
just
something-
he is just waiting for the green light. We've got a number of projects in line with him, and he's also busy. But
Yep.
we will get that done and get it engineered so we can move forward with that.
Okay. Anything else, Scott?
If you want to go on to the activity plans,
Yes.
we are looking at more for the spring and possibly summer, but more drive-in movies. They seem to be really well accepted, and we're looking at doing them in-house, similar to how we did Bower Park movies. And we have bought an FM modulator and an antenna, so we will be able to broadcast to allow people to hear in the cars. So it'll be the same as the company that we had hired, but it's going to be at a much lower cost. So we're working on that as we speak. We had this screen that we had for Bower Park. It's just been folded up. So we have to kind of stretch it out to smooth it out. And what we'll be doing is we'll be putting that on our concert trailer and on the outside awning and raising it up. So it'll be plenty big enough, and hopefully we can smooth it out. So it'll be nice and smooth, and it'll be a fun event.
Yeah, it sounds like.
But that'll be spring, and possibly into the summer. We can, if COVID ever releases, we can probably move it to the amphitheater, and have regular sound coming out. So,
Good, good.
I mean, it's a great destination. We love the location because there's no lighting. So we aren't dealing with parking lot lights or anything else. So it really works. And people really seem to enjoy what we did for the pre-lighting, which was just really concert, and the movies that we provided. So it's a great asset for the town, and
Yeah.
we want to draw people to the town.
And would that sound system you talked about in the cars, would that work for drive-in concerts as well?
Yes. Yep. That's
great.
right. We bought them FM modulators, so we can tell them, okay, this is where you set your radio, and it'll broadcast out into the parking lot, so people will be able to hear it.
That's great.
Yeah. And it wasn't that expensive, which was great.
Nice.
How many?
And
Yeah,
I think that's it, where we're at. I mean, we do have, I have a rental in the spring for the amphitheater, for a dance recital where they're renting the dance stage. So parents would be out in the amphitheater, but that's forthcoming.
Hmm.
all right, Alex, any, I
Oh, you're
know,
on mute, Cheryl. Oh, okay.
I got it. Can I ask you a question, Scott?
Sure.
About that event?
Yep.
Given that COVID is not gonna probably abate this spring, what are the excuse me, what are the rules around using the amphitheater? Spectators?
We'll be able to social distance in the amphitheater for the parents that are watching, and dance stage, they'll be limiting the number of kids that are on the stage. So it'll all be social distance. So
Okay, good.
I think we're cool. So
Good. Unfortunately, I don't think we're done.
no, I don't think so either.
Thank-
Unfortunately.
no, I think with COVID, like you said, trying to plan any activities for spring and early summer, I just think are going to, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, you know? I mean,
We keep on working on it, and
Yeah.
we'll see where we go.
yeah,
That's all I
yeah.
can
it all depends.
Unfortunately, I think 21 is going to be the same as 20. So
Yeah, I think so too. You know, with everybody trying to get the vaccine, so
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
it's going to be hard. You know, I finally got an appointment for my first vaccine at the end of this week, so
Oh, great.
I'm
Good for
kind of
you.
hoping it stays in schedule, you know, so we'll see.
Congrats.
Yeah, yeah, so we'll see. Anything else? The only other
that's all
thing-
I got right now. We're going to be maintaining the fields as usual. So we are I'm working with John Michael Parker, to try to figure out the land arrangement with the front parcel, to be able to install dog park, as we never got a response from the state.
Okay,
And it is in CIP, where the town's gonna try to support it, but we still need clearance that a dog park would be allowable under the land forgiveness of that front entranceway. So working on it. We'll find
isn't
out.
there a dog park in Bower?
No, the dog park, they were looking more at, because of the remoteness of where we were going to put the dog park, it wasn't really well received. So
Okay,
we're looking at, for the dog park, it would be as you enter the park, it would be the left side of the entrance, which is adjacent to the solar panels.
yeah,
And it's not a square configuration, it's a multi-angle area, but it's adjacent to the parking lot, convenient for the people. They don't have to walk 200 feet, 300 feet to get to the park. It'll be right there. But we just need to get permission from the state if it's an acceptable use of that property. I mean, if they were ever to take it back, the only thing I can see is, okay, we have to take up the chain link fence. So I don't think there's a big downside, but we just have to get there okay.
okay. The only other thing I got on the agenda is to, I think you all got a copy of the 2021 meeting schedule. Did you all get that I emailed out?
Yes.
Okay. Well, those dates look good to everybody. I mean, this is what we did last year and the year before. And I tried to pick the dates without any conflicts with a holiday or anything. So
Good job.
if it's okay with you, we'll adhere to those dates at 6 o'clock, right, Alex?
Sounds good.
Sorry about that.
The only
Yeah.
only caveat right now is they're all going to be Zoom until
Yeah.
further notice.
Yep. Any other business?
The only other thing I had is, how is it for other committee members? I know somebody that I had spoken to was interested and applied to be on the committee. So I was wondering what the process of allowing new members is.
I think you responded to that, Scott, where the person has to contact their party affiliation and they have to get a recommendation from the party.
They can apply through the town website. There's not necessarily a party affiliation.
Okay,
But they have to go through the town portal.
Okay, so
And-
he's done that.
Okay. Then it would be in the system. I can check with Lauren to see if if everything came through. Do you know what's the name?
Oh, sure. And I was going to bring that up to see if you all might already know him. Charlie Schaefer. He organizes the Fire in the Kitchen concerts and does a lot of fundraising for the Madison Land Conservation Trust. and he's a avid outdoorsman and a lot of biking. I think he organizes the Facebook group Get Outdoors. I believe Scott Murphy knows him, but he was interested in applying and being on board.
Okay, I can check with Lauren to see if his name is in the system.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Hey
then
Scott, where are we at with the number of people that we have on the board? I mean, do we have, are there openings? And I know there's alternates and stuff like that.
Yes. There are alternates.
Thanks, Warren. Thanks, Warren, for joining in.
I tried to get in. I tried to get in earlier. It said when I dialed in, it said you will be muted throughout the event. So I managed to get on with my phone through Zoom, I guess.
Well, right now there's 5 of you right now. Who's not here?
7 are authorized.
What?
7 are authorized, right, Alicia? I think.
What was that?
7.
7
I think
plus
7
alternates?
No, I think there's 7 full-time and 2 alternates.
Yeah, plus 2 alternates, yeah.
Yeah, so we have plenty of,
who are we missing tonight?
we're missing nobody.
Whoever's
Does Lauren
missing, speak up.
have an official list?
Yeah, Lauren would, but did, okay, Virginia resigned, right?
Yes,
And what about,
here, I can name them. We have Alicia, myself, Warren, Alex, and Cheryl. So that's 5.
yeah, and it looked like 2 vacancies.
Yeah, we have 2 vacancies.
so,
Right.
so Jones X, did he resign?
Oh,
I
Joe.
thought he's been gone for a while.
I know he's been absent.
He
but
de
I don't know if-
facto resigned because it's been so long.
Well, yeah. All right, I will check for the openings. Because, obviously we want it to be full, so. I will check with Lauren tomorrow
Oh,
Great.
and
And then-
then, and get the 2 parties working on filling the vacancies.
And I have, so I have a bunch of old paperwork and stuff that I should really spend a little time organizing and then hand off.
If you can.
But I'm helping my son to apply for colleges this month, so I really March would probably be the earliest that I could really
Okay.
focus on that. But
Okay.
I'd love to hand that off. And Alex and Cheryl, you might be interested in some of the materials
Absolutely, yeah.
too. So let me get my act together and make sure I get that over to you at some point soon.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, let's hope Charlie comes aboard and now, hey, and that will get us up to 6, and that'd be really good. And he said,
Oh, sorry, excuse me. What would the timing be? Is that something that gets voted on, or how does?
No.
Goes through that committee for it to be posted to the Board of Selectmen, and then the selectmen approve it.
Okay,
But if someone's really interested, they could, the meetings are open to the public. So if it's something, you'd like to hear what's going on, anyone can come to the meetings.
Absolutely.
yeah,
And it's
okay.
a nice way to engage and you can,
Yeah.
hear what's
yeah, I
happening.
mean, if you want, Alex, invite him to the next meeting.
I will, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea. Yeah. All right, anything else?
I got nothing.
I got nothing. All right, I make a motion that we adjourn. Second?